Okay, the mic is hot. You already know what this is. This is OE MMA TV. I'm your host, OE. Like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you already know. You might as well do it. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media, guys. And like I always say, this is your channel, the only channel where the fans come first, not last. Guys, I am going to fly by my UFC fight predictions. The reason being is because, guys, this UFC Fight Night card that just happened, headlined by Moreno over there in Mexico City, where the air is thin. Unfortunately, that just drained all my energy. Not only did it drain all my energy, but guys, it drained my fucking bank accounts. Brandon Moreno, I bet the house on the guy. And look at what he goes out there and he does. Okay, the guy falls asleep, okay, and loses a unanimous decision to the younger guy on 3 weeks fucking notice. Unbelievable, okay? But anyways, guys, this is UFC 326, headlined by Max Holloway and Charles Oliveira. Cannot wait for this fight, guys. For my UFC fight prediction, guys, as it stands, I am 40-23, okay? That is my UFC fight prediction record for 2026. It is 40 wins and 23 losses. We're going to continue getting these dubs, guys, and let's move on. All right, we got Luke Fernandez versus Rodolfo Bellato. Guys, I understand Ronaldo, whatever you want to call the fucking guy, okay? Rodolfo, I understand he's just coming off of, I believe, a decision loss. It was a good fight. It was a barn burner. He stood and banged with the guy. The fight before that, he faked an up kick, faked an injury. Luke Fernandez, he's fairly new in the UFC. He comes from the Contender Series, I believe. He's really good. He's really good. I mean, you can't really tell what type of abilities the guy really has. The only thing you can tell about Luke Fernandez is that he has a lot of power in his hands. Okay? Mars, how you doing, Mars? Welcome back to your channel and welcome back to your chat. But guys, look, this is the sleeper for me, in my opinion. I'm gonna pick Rodolfo Bellato to take this fight, guys. I just think he's more experienced. I think he'll be able to stand and bang with Luke Fernandez, use some of his movements. But look, if Luke Fernandez goes in there and just knocks out Ronaldo Bellato, it just shows that the guy has huge power and has abilities. I just haven't seen, those abilities, against a high-level competitor like Rodolfo Bellato. But we shall see, guys. I am picking Rodolfo Bellato to take that fight, guys. Okay, we got Joe Song-Yo, okay, versus Gaston Bolanos. Okay, when it comes to Gaston Bolanos, look, he's good. He's good overall, right? He's okay. I'm not gonna say he's a terrible fighter, right? But in his last 3 fights, he only has 1 win, guys. Okay, in his last 3 fights, he only has 1 win. He's been KO'd before. He's been submitted before. I believe in his last fight, he got submitted. Okay, so not really looking pretty for Gaston Bolanos, if I had to be honest with you. Joe Sung-Yo, I mean, look, he's coming off of a KO loss. I believe it's his first loss in general in his career. You know what I mean? And it happened just not too long ago. I believe he's going to want to come in here, get this dub underneath his belt against Gaston Bolanos. I believe, Joe Sung-Yo has a lot of abilities. I mean, right now, the UFC don't even know how to spell Joe Sung-Yo's name. I mean, if you go on Google, they have a totally different name for Joe Sung-Yo. All right, you go on UFC.com, a totally different name. So I'm gonna pick Joe Sung-Yo to go in there, just suffered his first, KO loss. I think this will be a good, bumper against Gaston Bolanos. Not really a good mixed martial arts fighter, high level. So I'm gonna pick Joe Sung-Yo to take this fight, guys. Moving on, guys, we got Sumaduchi versus Jesus Aguilar. Now, look, Jesus Aguilar, a lot of ability. He's fought the who's who. He's experienced. He's fast on the feet. When it comes to, to his abilities in that flyweight division, he has a lot of abilities, but he's not an overall mixed martial arts fighter. Okay? I mean, once it hits the ground, things kind of change, especially when it comes to the submission game as well. Sumaduchi, I mean, the guy is good everywhere. Okay? Not only has he fought the who's who, but he's beaten the who's who as well. So in my opinion, this is easy for me. He's just better overall. I'm going to pick Sumaduchi to go in there and beat Jesus Aguilar. It could, it could be by unanimous decision, or I could see a submission going there as well. All right, moving on, guys. We got Cody Durden, okay? Cody Durden versus Naimo Jugal. Okay, I'm not gonna, break up his Sumaduchi. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I'm trying. I'm trying. These names are atrocious. Okay, sorry, but we got Cody Durden versus NT. I'm gonna call him NT. I don't want to, butcher his name. But NT is really good. I believe he's coming off of a unanimous decision loss. He went out there. It was a barn burner. Cody Durden, he's known to go out there and have scraps. You know what I mean? He's known to go out there and make the fight fun. Uh, but in my opinion, guys, I'm gonna, this is also a sleeper. This is also a sleeper. A lot of people have NT winning this fight, but I think Cody Durden is more experienced fighter, and I think this is gonna be a scrappy fight. But I think Cody Durden is gonna be able to go out there, and implement a good game plan, utilize that, good striking and his experience, and win the fight, guys. I'm picking Cody Durden. Guys, like and subscribe if you are new to the channel, okay? Support the community, run up these likes and run up these subscriptions, okay? I'm picking Cody Durden to take this fight. Mars says, not even gonna try to pronounce that name. Hell no. I'm not even gonna try, my guy. All right, guys. We got Ricky versus Alberto. Alberto is new. Okay, he is new to coming to the UFC right now. When it comes to Ricky, I know him from the Ultimate Fighter, and he was, in my opinion, when I look at Ricky, he reminds me of like a younger Tony Ferguson, just a crazy ass dude who has a lot of, he has a lot of natural abilities, but when it comes to putting it all together, Tony Ferguson did do that. But Ricky, I don't know. I don't know if it's the training camp. I don't know if the coaches. I don't know if it's all mental. But it looks like Ricky just can't put it all together, and he's been suffering losses after losses. And it's unfortunate because Alberto Montes, I believe he's going to go in there, and even though he's the younger guy, I mean, not the younger guy, but he's the newer guy, less experienced guy fighting in the UFC, he's still going to go in there, and I believe he's going to beat Ricky. I'm going to pick Alberto to take this fight, guys. Moving on, guys, okay? I told you guys I am not going to spend too much time on this card, UFC 326. And the reason being, guys, is because, my bank account right now is crying. Okay, it is crying. I need to figure some shit out. All right. We got Dante Johnson versus Dusko. Okay, and to be honest with you guys, I don't even know if Dante Johnson is going to fight Dusko, because on other sites you have Dante Johnson going to fight Cody Brundage or something like that. I have no idea. Okay, I don't have no idea, but I'm going to pick Dante Johnson, guys. I think he's going to go out there. He has power in his hands. He comes from the Contender Series. He's just coming off of a good knockout. I think he's going to go out there and he's going to knock out his opponent. Give a great performance. It's not like he has a, phenomenal technique. He's just going to go out there and swing his hands. And I think just by him swinging his hands, he's going to get to take the TKO. Picking Dante Johnson, guys. Moving on, guys. We got Cody Garbrandt versus X Long. Guys, when it comes to Cody Garbrandt, I love the guy. Okay? He's one of those fighters that you can actually use an example as, a fighter going to the highest of heights. Okay? And then all of a sudden falling to the lowest of lows. Now, I understand Tony Ferguson went on a, 8-fight losing streak. Okay? He never really touched the Ultimate Fighter, championship gold. He was an interim fighter, interim title holder, but he wasn't a champion like Cody Garbrandt was. But let me tell you something, that fall from grace for Cody Garbrandt has been horrible, okay? Has been horrible. There's been a lot of moments in there, though, where Cody Garbrandt, he looks like the vintage Cody Garbrandt. He gets a KO there, he gets a KO there. But as of recent, guys, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to go with X Long. I think X Long is going to go in there. All right, it's not like X Long is a phenomenal mixed martial arts fighter or a former champion. He's really not. But the degraded, okay, the degraded version of Cody Garbrandt that we have in front of us today, I must say that X Long has a good chance of beating him. So I'm going to pick X Long to take this fight, guys. Cody Garbrandt is a dead body walking around the cemetery with a motherfucking shovel. Moving on, guys. Okay. Mars says his name is Long, but he's only 5'8". Hey, You never know, guys. A 5'8", 5'7", 5'6", 5'5", 5'4", 5'3", guys. Just because you're that high doesn't mean you don't have. You know what? I'm moving on. We got Gregory Rodriguez versus Bruno Ferreira. Okay. Uh, when it comes to Gregory Rodriguez, as of recent, he's been looking really, really good. And not only as of recent, he's been looking good, overall in his MMA career. Now, when it comes to Gregory Rodriguez, I do understand when it comes to a 5 round fight, he doesn't have good stamina. But this is not a 5 round fight. And as of recent, guys, I mean, Rodriguez, you could arguably say if he would have never gassed out, he would have beaten Cannonier. That's facts. And he already beat his 2 last opponents. So it's hard for me to bet and say that Gregory Rodriguez is going to lose against Bruno Ferreira when, honestly, Bruno Ferreira is, he's coming off of a decent win streak as well. Don't get me wrong. But it's not to the level of the competition where Gregory Rodriguez has fought. This is also a toss-up, to be honest with you. This is a toss-up right here, but I'm going to give it to Gregory Rodriguez. I think he's the harder puncher. Don't get me wrong. Bruno Ferreira is in a phenomenal winning streak as well. Okay, he has shown a lot of abilities as well with his overall mixed martial arts skills. I mean, he's good, at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and he's good at at stand-up striking. He's good at scrap. He's a good scrapper as well. But if you're gonna scrap, I'm gonna give it to Gregory Rodriguez. He has the more power. I think he has more abilities. I'm giving it to Gregory Rodriguez, guys. All right, guys, we got Drew Doper versus Michael Johnson. When it comes to both of these guys are hell of experience. Okay, both of these guys. I mean, they should be walking with canes at this point. Okay, that's how much experience they have in the UFC. I mean, guys, if we're talking about MMA years, they're basically 72 years old. Facts. I like Drew Doper. I like Michael Johnson. But look, guys, Drew Doper is going to get picked apart. Michael Johnson has been winning as of late, and he's been looking really, really good as of late and impressive. And that jab that Michael Johnson has, he's going to implement that all day, especially with Drew Doper's big-ass head. That's facts. Michael Johnson takes this fight. Unanimous decision, but I do see Michael Johnson possibly knocking him out. Moving on, guys, we got Rob Font versus Raul Rosas Jr. Raul Rosas Jr., he is that guy from that movie, Wrong Turn. That's facts. When it comes to Rob Font, I mean, he's a good representative of, what he is. You know what I mean? He's from Massachusetts. He's Puerto Rican. He's Hispanic. He's a scrapper. He likes to stand and bang. He has a lot of abilities when it comes to his mixed martial arts skills, a lot of experience. I mean, he's fought the who's who. Yeah, he hasn't been a champion, but guys, who hasn't Rob Font fought? Okay, and that's facts. And look, I like Raul Rosas Jr., but this is another one that's a sleeper on this card because, in my opinion, guys, I don't think Raul Rosas Jr. is going to take this fight. I like Raul Rosas Jr., I really do, but when we're talking about a Rob Font that puts on the pressure, okay, and not only puts on the pressure, but he's going to show you that there's levels to this game, and he's going to bring all that experience to your youth. And in my opinion, I think that experience beat youth. Rob Font takes this one. That's the pick, guys. We are in the co-main event of the evening, guys. Guys, this might be my shortest UFC fight predictions of all time. I'm flying by through this motherfucker. We got Caio Bahaio, okay, can't pronounce his name, versus Reiner de Ritter. Guys, this is an easy one for me, okay? This is like Michael Jordan, okay, being on the court and guaranteeing you a win. You pass it to Michael Jordan, he's going to make the shot. Caio Bahaio, I'm just going to call him CB. CB is going to take this fight, guys. That's facts. And the reason why is because I never seen CB actually gas out on the stool and give up. And unfortunately, last time I seen Reiner de Ritter, that's exactly what happened. Okay, he gassed out, all right? And he told his coaches he cannot go no more. He said no mas, and his coaches threw in the white towel, and Reiner de Ritter gave up on the stool due to having no stamina. So in my opinion, guys, CB takes this one by unanimous ass whipping. And unfortunately, Reina the Ritter is just going to crash into a wall. Guys, we have made it to the main event of the evening. We got Max Holloway versus Charles Oliveira. Everybody has been waiting decades for this rematch to happen. The first time this fight actually happened, Charles Oliveira had to be stopped due to a damn injury. Unfortunate, okay? Unfortunate, because I really wanted to see that fight happen, but now we get to see it, 10 years later? Can Max win this fight based on volume? Can Charles Oliveira go in there and actually stand and bang with Max Holloway? Because if that's the plan, Max Holloway is going to take away this fight. And let's not forget, guys, this is for the BMF title. So I highly doubt Charles Oliveira is going to go in there and implement a game plan that's going to be boring, where to the point where you're going to take down your opponent and hope for a submission. I think this is going to be one of those fights where Charles Oliveira actually stands and bangs with Max Holloway, looking similarly to that Michael Chandler fight in Charles Oliveira. And that's facts. And in my opinion, if the fight looks that way, I think Max Holloway takes this fight, not only based on his experience and not only based on Max Holloway just being the pure volume striker, but honestly, guys, if you look at the way the judges have been judging, they're not looking at damage. They're looking at volume. How many punches do you land? And honestly, if the judges are, judging in that manner, especially as of recent, I'm going to have to give it to Max Holloway, since he is the volume puncher and the volume striker. Now, would I be surprised if Charles Oliveira takes away this fight and all of a sudden in the fifth or fourth round, Charles Oliveira turns this fight around and gets a submission rear naked choke? I would not be surprised by that, especially by the submission ability of Charles Oliveira. But as of recent, guys, we haven't really seen that Charles Oliveira. We've seen the recent Charles Oliveira actually want to stand and bang. So, with that said, guys, I'm picking Max Holloway. Max Holloway takes it. That's my UFC fight prediction for UFC 326. I will be going live this Saturday. Okay? I'm most likely going to be going live only for the early. I think I'll start at the prelims. I'll start at the prelims, most likely mid prelims. I don't know, somewhere where Ricky or Cody Durden. All right, so stay tuned for that, guys. But you already know what this is, guys, okay? This is OE MMA TV. I'm your host, OE. Like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It takes minimal effort to give me the thumbs up, so you already know. You might as well do it. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media, guys. And like I always say, this is your channel. The only channel where the fans come first, not last. All right, guys. Until next time.